Yeah, the Westboro Baptist Church has earned criticism from all over the country, all ends of the political spectrum, because of its message that the deaths of soldiers and Marines are a punishment from God for what members call the United States acceptance of homosexuality. But a federal appeals court has ruled that the church has the right to deliver that message. The justices on the U.S. Supreme Court will have the final say.
God showed his wrath to thee.
The funeral for Marine Lance Corporal Matthew Snyder and the vocal protest from the Westboro Baptist Church was 4.5 years ago, but the memory is still fresh in the mind of Matthew's father, Al Snyder.
It gets to the point that we've become a country that can't even bury our dead. It's not saying a lot about our society.
Wednesday morning, the U.S. Supreme Court will hear arguments over whether members of the church have a right to protest at funerals. The church has not lit up in the past 4 years. Earlier this week, its members were reportedly outside the funeral of Brendan Looney, a Navy SEAL from Maryland who was killed in Afghanistan. Snyder says letters from military families and children from all over the country have kept him motivated through the long court battle.
Most of the letters that I get from the military and the families of the military is, please don't give up. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
After his son's funeral, Albert Snyder sued the church for harassment. A federal judge in Baltimore awarded him $11 million. That award was thrown out on appeal, and Snyder was ordered to pay Westboro's legal fees, about $16,000. Snyder appealed to the High Court, and on Wednesday, he will find himself inside the courtroom in Washington. While his attorney argues his case, the head of the Westboro Baptist Church, Fred Phelps, will be there too.
It won't be pleasant, but if it does good, then so be it. I'll be more than glad to get this over with. You know, I just want my life back to someone. I never dreamed that this would turn out like this.
And members of the Westboro Baptist Church are expected to protest again tomorrow outside the Supreme Court. Al Snyder actually says he's okay with that. He just doesn't feel that free speech extends to protesting at funerals. The Supreme Court is expected to issue its ruling on the case in the spring of next year. Christian Schaefer, ABC 2 News.